See this smile on my face, guys? It is a zombie smile. You know why there's a zombie smile? Because The Walking Dead is back and it's back with fucking vengeance. Like, I've been waiting so long for this show to come back, you have no idea. Well, if you guys are as big as Walking Dead fans as me, then yes, you do exactly know where I'm coming from. This is Sean of the King, the one and only, and I'm here to bring you my review for The Walking Dead, Episode 9, Season 3, titled The Suicide King. I don't even know where to start. I'll do a quick run through of the episode and I'll give you a breakdown of my thoughts on the episode overall. The episode starts off from the town. Rick and the group are still trying to go back and find Daryl. Daryl has been captured by the governor and his men, and his brother is also been ousted from the group. Um, we all know why. The governor basically found out that Merle did not kill Michonne like he said he did, which caused Michonne to then come back and try to kill him, which in turn made him lose his eye. So you can't trust Merle right now. Hell, you can really know who can trust Merle. It's Merle. Um, what ends up happening is Rick and his group actually end up going back. They use spray gas, tear gas in their weapons, and they end up killing a couple more people. But they end up getting, both of them out of there alive. Excuse my yawning. It's kind of late, brother got to go to work soon. But anyway, this episode in general was everything that I had been hoping for. Uh, I had already said, that if something ever happened to Daryl, I would stop watching the show. And luckily, he didn't die. Because, again, like I said, I can honestly say if something happened to Daryl, I would not watch the show anymore. But, Daryl's still alive. But the bad side is that Daryl is now with his brother Merle. Problem with that, what ends up happening is after they escape, there's discussion. Once they get back to the meeting spot, Glenn sees Merle and immediately goes after him, and there's this huge confrontation. And I can kind of understand from both perspectives. From Daryl's perspective, he already abandoned his brother once and got his arm chopped off in the process, and now he feels like I can't abandon my brother. But from Rick's perspective is Merle cannot be trusted. We all know that. If he brings Merle back to the camp, it's going to only cause trouble. Because, again, you basically tortured Glenn and his girl, and then now you want to come back and try to coexist with everybody. I don't think so. It's not going to work. Merle, you've done too much damage to ever come back. So, unfortunately, Daryl makes the decision to stick with his brother and they actually go off on their own, which is a huge mistake. And even Rick tried to stop him as best he could. Speaking of Rick, I'm going to jump around a little bit this episode. I almost thought about titling this video myself, calling it, saying that Rick is crazier than a bag of kittens. Because this dude is Looney Tunes. I'll get into more details soon, but let's talk about Michonne. Michonne, this episode didn't actually have a lot of speaking parts. She is essentially just worn out from her fight with the governor. And essentially, I don't understand why Rick is, he's not very trusting. Understandably, it's a zombie apocalypse. People are going crazy. You can barely trust anybody. But I think the fact that Michonne got them there and then actually got them back in again, I think she's proven herself. And the fact that they found out that she was, with their friend this entire time. So clearly she's not a bad person. But, even Rick is still just like, you have until, you're healed and you got to hit the road. Like, he's still got his guard up. Which, I guess I can kind of understand. But Rick is kind of being a douche. They get back to eventually they end up getting back to the prison. But before I continue talking there, I want to talk about the new group that's now there. Tyree him, and I don't know if that was it was. I don't think she's any kin to him, but their group is only about four of them left, and the two, it looks like it was a father and a son. They actually thought about trying to take over the prison by killing Carl and just trying to take over, get their guns and get their weapons. But luckily, Tyree, he was basically like no. And if I'm butchering his name right now, you can just correct me. But overall, I kind of like the I like how he stepped in and was like, look, this is not what we do. We are not those kind of people. Because again, you can't expect anybody to trust you if the first thing you do is try to kill them. It's like at some point you have to trust somebody. And again, it's easier to work together than it is to try to just kill and stay alive, and just it's not the way things are going to work, especially in the long term, knowing the governor is going to come back and try and retaliate for what you got, for what that group did. Rick gets back to the prison, and he's clearly a mess. He looks like he's not in his right mind, and we find out later that he's not. He is actually having visions of Lori, his dead wife, and we already know that he's been messed up ever since she died. And I think it's partially because before she died, he kind of told her that things between them would never be the same and they would never get back together, and essentially he's just gonna be there for the baby, like. And then for her to die so suddenly, it just really like fuck with his head. And he can't even hold his daughter, and she needs her father, and he can't even be there for her. So that alone is just crazy. But I really want to see where this whole thing gets developed. Like I said, overall the episode was very solid. The action throughout, lots of zombie killing. I definitely love where this season is going. I'm definitely going to give it a 4.9 out of 5. I definitely didn't have any major gripes with the episode. I like to see more development for this new group. I'm a little upset that Daryl decided to leave with Merle, but when you look at the actual previews for the next episode, it looks like they're not doing too well. So, there's hope that, Daryl will make his way back to the prison. And I don't know how. So Merle's got to go. Because I don't see them letting Merle in. So Merle has to die or get captured or something. Because I don't see them letting Merle in. Because he's a psychopath. He's going to try and, like, overturn things. It's going to be bad. So, that's going on. We got the governor. He's going to be coming through soon and trying to, start up a ruckus. Like, there's just so much going on right now. It's just like, and I'm almost positive I missed some talking points. This episode was just they threw so much in there that it's kind of hard for me to just, process everything right away. Because when I do these reviews, I do it off the top of the head. I don't even, I don't write anything down. I just come to you guys and I give you my thoughts immediately, as fresh as they are. But again, I want to know what you guys thought. Were you as excited and pumped that The Walking Dead was back? I want to know what you guys thought of the episode. Would you rate it closer to a 5? Definitely let me know what you think about Merle and the whole Glenn situation. Because again, from the previews, it looks like they're ready to go back out to Woodbury for some reason. It looks like Andrea, she wants to pay a visit back to the prison. So it's just like the next episode looks like it's going to be bananas. But again, like I said, comment in the section below. Definitely thumbs up the video if you're excited about Walking Dead being back. And subscribe to my channel. Just actually check it out as well. I got some another nice videos up there. True Blood. I also do a lot of cartoon shows as well. This is Showing Up the King, jack of all trades and the master of them all. You guys have a fantastic evening.